viewers, hello there, welcome back to Glory Hunter. A little bit later, if you're watching in real time, not 5 o'clock, later. Sorry everyone, later. Not quite late night Ben, but definitely later. And you join me today at an interesting point, highlighted are the games that we've played since we last met in a disappointing 2-2. The best thing about the 2-2, and almost the 2-0 defeats PSG as well, the best thing about the 2-2 is how many stories in the comments I've got of people who have also been FM'd recently. Thank you for sharing. I feel like we're less a Football Manager channel where I tell you stories now. We're very much sort of a support group at this point. So I appreciate that. Since that moment, for whatever reason, you can see there, we're clean sheet hungry, viewers. We've had so many since we last met. Only 2 teams have managed to score past us. One of those is a defeat to Leipzig that we'll talk about in a minute. But you can see just how good we've been against largely, and you'll notice the theme, other than probably Chelsea, against teams that we are on paper better than. We are beating them, apart from Lyonnaise, who we drew with in a friendly away. So that's something, isn't it? 3 in the French Cup as well. Though we've won that now. Nobody cares. Same in the Champions League. Not bothered, and that's handy because we aren't in it anymore. We've been in the Europa League, viewers. We've ended up in the Europa flipping League, which is not what we wanted. Spare a thought for Olympiacos, who in 6 games have conceded 29 goals. That's loads of goals if you've not done the maths. Like, even we beat them pretty handedly. It's who did they score against? Not us, thank goodness. I think we beat them 2-0 and 7-0. So yeah, it's been a tough outing for them. Also, as much as this form looks scintillating, and yeah, look, things have picked up since we last met against Nice. PSG haven't lost yet. Show the there it is. 19 games in, 14 wins, 5 draws. There, you think ours looks impressive? Theirs looks, well, more impressive because they've not gone out of the Champions League. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I think we'll probably face them next episode. But I join you today, viewers, not really about the results. And Atoriz, by the way, is having once again an absolutely sensational time for the club. If you take a look at his form very briefly, you can see, look, goals for days in a recent period. Absolutely smashing it currently. This is not really why the episode is today. I talked about maybe doing the end of the December period or doing the end of the January period even. We're doing one game. We're doing Socio, but I need your advice, viewers, really. For the first time in ages, and maybe even one of the first moments in the entire series, we've got a big question mark over a potential sale. £60 million. Think about who the player could be. It's not him. We are currently sitting with a £60 million bid for Lucas, our left back. Now, the problem with Lucas, the left back, is that I've had a look around at other left backs, and none of them are necessarily as good as Lucas, especially ones that we can afford. And £60 million for us is a big deal if we're going to spend that money, and that's the big question. We currently sit with 20 million in the bank, or 20 million transfer budget, I should say, available to spend, and a squad right now that doesn't need that much, apart from maybe like an expert left winger or maybe a striker, because right now all our goals come from the right side of midfield. So what would you do? £60 million. I've had offers for all sorts of players across this window that largely that have been rejected. I can see a few more there actually for Hafidi and for Yanchev. I don't want those to go, as Lejeune has got a huge bid on him. When did this come in? Goodness gracious. When was that? This video was not, genuinely viewers, this video is not about Lejeune. There's a £110 million bid on Lejeune. There can't be. From Udinese. Oh my words. There are goodness gracious me, he's 22. 100 and... Right. The thing is, we're final season. It doesn't really... Oh... What do you do? Do you just keep him because you're in your final year? Or do you sell him on and try and bring in someone better? I can't bring anybody better in. It's Nolan Lejeune. Right, okay. I don't know what to... I almost want to say 110 up front. But no, I'm going to say 120, viewers. Do you know why? Because I'm getting... Surely not, viewers. No, even they've gone. We're crackers. Okay. So they're not going to bid that. That leaves me without the conversation for a little bit. But I now worry, as Hafidi wants to. We're not doing transfer. So some players I'm not interested in regards to transfers. Back to Lucas, the Lejeune thing has thrown me, viewers. Wow, carnage here all of a sudden. With the Lucas thing, would you sell? And I know the problem we've got here is that a lot of you are going to say, maybe, depends who we can bring in. Now, if we look at the players that are already at the club that play left back, Akeem can do the job. He's maybe just as good as Lucas. The star ratings don't necessarily suggest that, but there's not too much between them. So does it mean you take the 60 million, you play Akeem, you bring in maybe a backup left back for sort of £5 to £10 million that can do the job that Akeem is doing currently, and then bring in someone, maybe again, someone on the left-hand side where it seems to be a position where we're not quite strong enough in. Ludwig hasn't quite got it. There's bids in on Ludwig at the moment as well. Milan won him on a free transfer. Or do you go for a big striker? And do you use the money on the left-back to go for a big striker to maybe push you over the line and continue to battle PSG? Like, our form recently is really good, but it's against those big sides we maybe lack that X factor, and we've not really had it this season from Emmanuel. We're not really getting it from Ortiz at the moment, so we need to maybe change something. Comment section. Sell, keep, what would you do? And feel free to let me know what you do about Lejeune as well, because I don't think the bids are over with him. I will not. We're playing Sochaux in a couple of days. I'm going to wait to read all the comments on today's video, and then we will go forward and progress with what is a really interesting late transfer scenario. Jamie Wood has had offers on him. See, this is the sort of player I think his wages is going to be crazy. We had him as part of the England setup ages ago. £28 million. Again, it could maybe fund a few things like that. I don't know. I'd definitely consider it. This is the problem. It's such big money for a left back that I kind of feel like I'd be stupid not to take it. Yanchev's got bids on him as well. Again, I don't really want to loan anyone out. I'm quite happy with my squad balance right now. Can we offer him an actual contract here? I don't want to offer him the wage increase, but everything else, like, I'm kind of cool with. We can't offer him close to, not at the moment. But again, if we got the money in, then we would be able to. We'll have to walk away from that one, I guess. But if we got the money in for Lucas, then that sort of deal happens. A few players unhappy about Hafidi assertively say, I'm not going to cave to an individual's demands, and they love that. So what would you do? I mean, it's a really weird situation with 6 months left. Oh, but by the way, in the last few weeks, I've been offered the Manchester City job. Too late, City. Too late. We're so far beyond that now. Yeah, what would you do in this situation? I thought it'd be a really... I got the bid, and I thought, well, I'll accept it, and then we'll just see. We'll see what his contract offer is and things like that, and then, as Jude Bellingham fancies leaving now, I'll see what people think about it. Like, it just seemed like the perfect episode to do today. So, yeah, get involved. Comment section, as Ludwig's got another offer. Barcelona, again, have gone big for Jamie Wood. I feel like if Barcelona still want Jamie Wood, what's his... Oh, God, do you know what I was going to say? What's his goal-scoring record like? I know that I can't see it. 4 goals in 3 starts, 7 substitute appearances. So he's still banging goals in for Chelsea, who transfer listed him. I can't see his past or his history. Shout out to the Swaztekers. I don't know what to... I don't know. I kind of think it's a good deal, and at the same time, know that it's probably foolish. Anyway, I guess we'll see if any more transfer happenings go on either side of this game that we've got coming up now. Against Sochaux, we've been on a really good run, so of course I'm expecting it to continue. I know that my... I don't want to call it luck. It just seems to be in balance. Means that it maybe won't happen. But yeah, let's get into this game then. Why not? We'll put Akiza on the bench for Galili. I think in the centre of the team, this is the team I've been playing pretty much every single game. Again, Ruiz has been absolutely fantastic. The only big change that we've made in recent times is that Ludwig isn't playing as an inside forward anymore. He's playing as a winger, and we just seem to create more from that. So we're going to stick with him today. Ortiz, of course, we expect to be in the goals, but it's the 19 goals for Ruiz so far. Absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully continues it. As I said, a couple of games actually, but he's been a little bit quiet. So hopefully bounces back today, and we keep our contention with Paris Saint-Germain at the top of the league table. I've just realised at this point in the video, I don't know if I've cut yet. There might be one or two, but I feel in a good mood. I mean, full flow. I'm ready. So let's see. Can we go? We're not cutting to... No, there's no edits, viewers. No edits, unless there's already been one. There may have... I think there may have been one, or maybe even 2. Anyway, right, send the assistant to this. I'm not doing a ton of interview. I've not got time, viewers, as here we go then. Action stations, as they've got the first chance of the game. Don't do this to me. Burn there. He's had some phenomenal form recently as well, been scoring goals for fun. They got 4 in a game recently to Burn, as he's just burst past defenders like they're not there. It's a penalty kick. Referee, blow the whistle. There we go. Surely a penalty it's going to be. And it could be the perfect start here. Ruiz stepping up. This is why he's got so many goals. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Never mind, viewers. Doesn't matter. He's missed a penalty. His morale, his form, his match rating will now be in the bin, I imagine. Burns got a free kick from miles away. Oh, the ratings are back on the table, viewers. It's a brilliant free kick. 73% possession. 11 minutes gone. 1-0. Olympique Marseille. Beautiful stuff. It's a great free kick from Burn as well, who really is having a good season this year. A lot of the boys are. And that's the frustration, because right now, our only real issue is that little team in Paris that so far seem to match everything we do. Bordeaux with a very early injury as well. That's not going to help them, I can't imagine. As we've got a corner. 23 minutes in, Burn to play it in. It goes towards Ruiz. He's hit the post this time. We need him to get a goal, really, otherwise his confidence is going to get knocked. He's missed a penalty. Now he's hit the bar. So it's the last thing we need, viewers. It's the last thing we need. As Lejeune, back on there. Lejeune. No, not this time, Lejeune. Close, but no, not this time. As I'm just making sure I'm recording, because that would be horrendous if I wasn't. I am recording, viewers. Thank goodness. Again, because I'm not editing this. That would have been a moment had I got to the end of this video and then realised, oh, he didn't hit record, because we've definitely done that in the past few years. Oh yeah, that's a thing that happens, and then you end up just doing the 2 games after that because you're a fool. We've mentioned it before. Paris Saint-Germain still being held. A really solid performance from us so far. I can do without being FM'd today, by the way, game. So if you could just let me win this and there'd be like little drama, that would be really preferred, because they've had a shot. So for them to equalise or be in this game at all from here out would be ridiculous. Game would be I'd say it would be ridiculous, as they're going to have a shot, aren't they? Very, very soon, viewers. As Verhagen, I'm pretty sure we had him at Inter Milan. But if that's the left back, we always certainly didn't, because he was a right winger. As they're forced to play it back a little bit. So far, I said not a shot on target, viewers. Not even a shot on goal. So as they race forward, if that's going to be their only shot, we'll take it. We'll demand a little bit more. I'm tempted to go more positive, although Burn's going to have a free kick here again. About 30 yards out, you'd say. He's definitely going to go for this after what happened in the last one. Oh, he's done it again! Back to back from Keith Burn. 8th goal of the season. What a free. That one was probably better than the first one. Let's take a look at it in 3 dimensions. It's the perfect angle for it. There's some lovely. Look at the bend on it. The keeper's a joke. But the bend on it is supreme, viewers. Burn with the goal. What? The keeper just sort of went, oh, it's like it was too hot for him. Burn with a free kick now. Oh, it should have been 3 as he whips in another delivery. Paris Saint-Germain, Cristiano, they're 1-0 up against Bordeaux. We could really do here with Bordeaux doing us a massive favour, but I know what I'm expecting. So, yeah, it's going to remain probably 1-0 PSG, and hopefully we see this out now. 25 minutes to go. What I might do, because I'm looking at the time of the video, we might continue a little further. Oh, is he going to score 3 free kicks in a game? Oh, please. It'd be one of the most beautiful hat-tricks. Keith Burn. Oh, he smashed it. He didn't even go for like placement or curl or whip or anything. Just leathered it against the crossbar. Again, keeping an eye on Bordeaux here. While it's still only 1-0 PSG, there's a little bit of hope there that Bordeaux will pull off the impossible as Burn. Again, every highlight right now is a free kick for Burn towards the transfer target, Lejeune. But not this time. I mean, I don't even tell you, I'm alive. I feel electric right now. I don't know what's going into me. 1-0 PSG. 2-0 Marseille, and a late chance for Sochaux, who yet to register a shot on target. I've had 4 now, 4 off-target chances, 1 half chance. I think that was probably it. As the game is going to fall away here. Bordeaux can't quite get it done, but we'll take the victory, and our form continues to be in a phenomenal place. As, yeah, hopefully, if we keep this run going, I tell you now, morale really, really strong. Speaking of the Europa League, right, we don't really want to be in it, but you look at our position in it. Falamicao for Portugal. I'm not overly familiar with them. I would expect us, if we're going to be harsh about it, maybe that we should roll through them. Although looking at the fact that some of their players have got a little bit of value to them, maybe not. But we should be fine. We should be absolutely fine. We'll let my assistant do the team talk. It's August in the Football Manager cycle. I'm not even doing team talks by January or press conferences by January, so we'll leave that. Yeah, so far so good. I'm going to continue, as I say. Our next game is a week's time against Dijon Mustard. We're not going to play it, but I'm going to just quickly flick through a few more days at least to see if anything comes about of transfer offers or anything like that. Michael Hernandez has got a few loan inquiries, but we're going to reject those for now. And of course, we may have this situation with Lucas pop up as well, where it'll ask me if we actually finally want to sell him. Fulham and Crystal Palace now both in for Ludwig as well. I've offered him a new contract. Is that still? Yeah, it's still there. I think it's 50k a week. It's doubling what he's on right now. I just think if I was a Marseille fan, I would probably want to keep him around, and to give him double his wage after he's been a pretty good servant to the club feels about right. So I don't feel like it's fair. Because it's just my final season. What am I talking about? Do you realise what I'm saying? I'm saying this as if this game world continues after I've gone. Like when I stop playing this save, I'm thinking about the Marseille fans. The moral. It's just occurred to me what I'm actually discussing and what I'm contemplating and how ludicrous it is. And at the same time, how wrapped up in this game world I am. I've already planned to buy a house next to Diego. We're going to have a lovely time with one another. Shelton's going to be a little distance away, just because then if he wants anything, we'll still hear him, won't we? It's easily done. As Akeem, our other left back right now, has got the flu. So we'll send him off for a day. Hopefully he returns quicker than expected. As I say, Dijon in a few days' time. Just waiting on any transfer business. It doesn't seem to be forthcoming, although I know that as soon as I say that, much like the way it's Football Manager, this will probably be transferred. No, it's not. It's Marseille 2 related, our second side, as we're playing from the back, transitioning with the press. It's beautiful scenes, it's absolutely beautiful. I would love to try and retain the French Cup this year. There's absolutely no point, as Dell has got offers on him. And I'm thinking about left wingers who surprise and amaze viewers. Oh, maybe is Stefan Dell the guy to bring in, cheaper as well, so not going to cost me nearly as much money, a player that I'm familiar with that was fantastic for me at Valencia. I mean, I've made a bid now. What are we thinking on Dell? Of course, we know that his attributes aren't amazing. He's got brilliant acceleration, though. Really good aggression. Decision-making's brilliant. He's got decent crossing, decent dribbling. Was an absolute star. This is so frustrating. We can't see what he achieved with me at Valencia, but we know how good he was. So hopefully you remember. There's a question there then, as whether we get him in. Emergency backup would be the role, and wage-wise, we continue to have this little bit of an issue. I mean, I can change these, which maybe gives me a little bit more wiggle room with the wage. Yeah, I can now offer him close to what he wants, probably. I'll suggest this. It'll probably bring him back furious. All right. He changed the rules a little bit. We'll go for 80,000, and he wants 87. We'll go 85. Dell, it's only 11 mil. Like, it's not too bad, especially if we're getting, again, this money for Lucas. I can still buy a left wing and then pump all the money into a striker. Akiza's now a French citizen. Has he played internationally, Akiza? If Akiza, look, I want to be the French manager. I want Akiza to play through the middle, and I'm going to pick him above Xavier Cabaye as well. Absolutely. As Crispin there, our backup right back, definitely not going out on loan. Okay, we're gonna give it one more day, I think, and then we'll just see if anything comes of this. If it doesn't, we will move on with our lives. But if it does, then we'll of course sit here and talk about it, and then I'll still say leave a comment with your thoughts, because I still don't know what to do. I'm not going to play until at least tomorrow probably, because I want your feedback on what you would do when it comes to buying and selling. It's such a weird situation, isn't it? Because of the time limit, because we've got, like, this is our final season and we've got to win Ligue 1. Do you sell a quality left back in the hope of getting a striker? Like, is it that to me is the conversation. That to me is the conversation. I think that needs to be something that's decided. And I know, I'm just thinking, if I was watching, what would I be thinking? I'd be thinking, well, what strikers are available? And it's a pretty fair question. I don't know. Maybe that's something we'll have to look at and focus on tomorrow, because I don't necessarily know what strikers are available, especially ones that, and again, I can't see their former records, which is really, really frustrating. We'll look at players that are maybe interested in us right now, that have got maybe a high recommended on here. I guess there's going to be one or two. Like, he's not too bad. Alvaro Morta, I mean, he's pretty special, but he's a lot of money at Wolfsburg. I don't think we're going to be able to get him, especially on the cheap. This is where having someone like Diego would have been sensational. Valia at Liverpool there looks brilliant. 32 years of age. I seem to remember him being amazing years ago. Oh, I can't believe it. Okay, we're just going to continue one more day. But that might be the move, because he's only like 18 million. So it'd be a lot cheaper. His wage would probably still be pretty handy. We might be able to get Liverpool to pay some of it. I don't know. This almost feels like a stream at this point, as they've offered a contract to him. That is interesting. Whereas we could just try and buy him outright. It says there, look, 8.5 million pounds. I think even if I almost don't want, I just think it's worth it, regardless at this stage. Again, I'm not going to be able to offer the contract, though, am I? Oh, flipping heck, viewers. I know I can, because I changed the budgets. He's definitely an improved. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's not gone brilliantly. I'm not going to lie, because we still need to know what to do. Okay, we're going to leave it. You know the situation. You know that Lucas is going to leave. You know that if he leaves, Akeem is going to replace him. I'm going to say that right now. I'm not going to look to bring in a starting first-choice left-back, because it would cost me as much as I'm getting for Lucas. But it does enable me to maybe go out and get myself a goal scorer. So far, our strikers have 6 goals and 3 goals. And maybe, you see that, 3 goals, 3 starts, maybe Emmanuel's the guy, but I don't necessarily think that he is. He's my first choice substitute if things aren't going our way. Let me know your thoughts. Comment section. If you enjoyed today, though, please drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. This was a bit frantic, but I kind of loved it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. This was fun. This was really fun.